Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Faustine and this is Faustine's Fragments. And in today's video I wanted to share with you my 2025 mid-year techo kaigi. So it's gonna be a really chatty update on the planners and journals I've been using in the past, for the past few months, and the ones I'm currently using as of the 1st of July 2025, and the ones I think I might be using in the next few months and perhaps even 2026. I've watched a lot of techo kaigi videos, and some other people are thinking about next year already, because I do think that, reflecting on what has worked and what has not worked for the past half year is really important, to be more thoughtful as to what planners and journals I'll be using next year. It's definitely going to change, but it's kind of like to give you maybe ideas, share that with you, get some feedback on some things that I have questions on, and yeah, also a time capsule of what I was using, a daily or not daily, in the beginning, like the half of the first half of 2025. So let's get right into it. So let's start with journals and planners that I knew were going to be in my lineup for 2025 and how I thought I was going to use them. I've been wanting to do this video for a few weeks now, because the month of June is really good to kind of take a step back and see what has worked and what has not worked. And the thing is, at the end of May, I really wanted to use the month of June as kind of a way to experiment and try new things out in my planners and journals. So that's what I did. It was really, really good for me to be able to use the whole month of June that way. I'll do a very more thorough flip through of my planners, of the planners that I used during the month of June. But I don't know if other people are like me, but having a set time limit, like for example, I don't know, starting fresh in a new week, like on Monday, or starting fresh with a new month, really helps me to stay accountable, to keep myself accountable. So that's what I did with the month of June. I'm not going to share everything with you because it's going to be in my June flip through, but I had put some trackers, I had set up some trackers in there to keep myself accountable for some things, including reading and writing. Those are the most important things that I wanted to talk about. So that's what I did. I wrote almost every day in June, which is not something that I usually do. It was not always in this planner, because I kind of use this planner as a memory keeping of sorts. I do a lot of things. The monthly I know how to use now. I've been really struggling with the weeklies, but that's not something I really care about, honestly. And then the daily pages I really use as a journal diary, to put to glue things in and to reflect on things, to I don't know, draw. It's not really a drawing, but draw and do different things. So yeah, it's been working really, really well. So there's not a single day that I miss. Obviously it was not every day, as you can see here. I did not write every day, and also some of the days that are written here as a writing day, I did not write this in this planner, because I have other planners and journals that I've been using. But yeah, just I had been writing and sharing, reflecting almost every day in June. So that's really something that I am glad about. Okay, so let's move on to the planner that I thought I would be using as a media journal. It was not really a media planner, much more of a, really media log and journal, just to write things about the media that I liked. The spreads that I like the most are spreads, I don't know, like this. Sorry, it was not centered again. So just tickets for, that was the day I bought tickets for the TXT concert, so I just drew them here, saying here just little lyrics. Those are the spreads that I like the most. So those are like reviews of this is a movie, obviously. I mean, obviously it's a movie. Here that's a series. Here another movie. Here is another series, and I oh my god! If you do not, even if you do not want like kind of like boxing, fighting series, but you do like to see hot men, please watch this. I think it's Bloodhounds in English. Please watch it. Amazing, whatever. And I just love their duo so much. Whatever, that's not the reason. Sometimes I used it, like I kind of just glued things in, and I wanted to do a review about it, but just it did not happen. It's okay because I know I kind of watched that movie around those, maybe it was, you know, the day before, maybe it was the day after. I don't really care, honestly. It's just, I knew it, I watched in March, for example. And please watch this movie. I mean, just look at like a kind of a summary before watching it, because trigger warning, it's real life / horror. It's, yeah, not good mood, but really good movie, and the cinematography is great, or whatever. So yeah, this is how it's been going. There are a lot of pages where there's nothing. Again, here, this is the same thing. And it's from, I think, March / yeah, here, for example, when I went to the TXT concert, things like that. And it's from March / April that I decided to not only use this planner, this journal as a media log, but much rather is just a creativity, kind of just an outlet for things that everything I wanted, honestly, because if you do look at this, I mean, here, where is it? Yeah, here I did a review of a book that I read, which was, I didn't like it. Just really random stuff, and just, oh, again, this is a really good series. A ticket from a play I went to see at the Comédie Française. Just random things. And yeah, in May also, I mean, some of the pages I really hate. I mean, I just hate how it looks, but I do know that at that time I was reading Norwegian Wood by Murakami, so it's just good for me to know that, and I'm just learning things about myself. I went to a museum, things like that, and I'm just sticking glowing things that I want, and I do like that it is still dated, because I did go to this restaurant on the 25th. I did go to Basilique Saint-Denis on that day. So I know, and I really like that it is dated, even though obviously on the ticket it's dated, on the receipt it's dated, but I like to see it like that. And I really do not want to, I don't know, I've done quite a lot of different things in there. Like I started writing lyrics. That's in Japanese. It takes me so long. I haven't done that in a few weeks now. But yeah, it just writing lyrics. This is something I did for the Rose concert that I've been to. And just the basic, just really random things. And this is how I want this journal to be. Let me flip to a page that I like. Yeah. It's just, honestly, I do not want to feel bad about not using these pages daily, or like on a daily basis, or even on a weekly or monthly basis. I just want this book to be like somewhere near when I want to stick some, like to glue something in, like to, I don't know, some ephemera, some pictures that I printed, some just random quotes, random lyrics, random things. I want it to be there. I think it's really good because, I mean, there are obviously like a lot of blank pages in there. I mean, you don't really see them because they're, you know, stacked together, but yeah, obviously I can't find them when I want to. So yeah, things, yeah, here, for example, whatever. And I do want to, most of the time, to have a dated things for some things. Like I know, yeah, for example, I finished the season 1 on the 6th of May. And that I know because I put it on the 6th of May. Obviously, I also wrote it down just to be sure, but that's what I thought. That is how I think it's working for me. And I really want this book to be in my lineup and something I'm not stressing about. it will definitely, I'm not saying definitely, it might stay in my lineup for next year, just because, I don't know, maybe, yeah, the 4th of, sorry, no, 25th of April, I might watch a movie next year, like the 25th of April 2026. I might watch a movie and want to write it, like do a review here, just whatever. It's really something that I want to keep and I'm really happy about how it looks, and even though like most of the pages are blank, I do not care. It's just something that I like. I want to keep them. This is my sorry, it's my wicked kind of spread, and oh my god, I just watching this, like it's part 1. They're obviously lesbians, but whatever. I love it. I loved it. I just said it's a tad too long, so that's why I only put 4 stars for that. So this is, again, something I want to keep. Might be in my lineup next year, might not be, but it's something that I'm gonna, archive, and I'll be happy to flip through it. And I think this is the most important thing for me regarding my journals and notebooks and everything. Do I want to keep them, and will I want to flip through them again in like a few months, in a few years, in 50 years? I don't know if I will have kept them, but the answer is yes for those, because media is an important part of my life. That being said, we can move on to something else, which is this little guy here, which I had started the year not knowing at all what I wanted to do with it. At the beginning of the year, I have tried to do some things. I was really just in December. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can, whatever. I did rip out some of the pages, but yeah, this kind of was like a social log. Did not work at all. Then like a lot of month not used, and then I decided to use it as a media planner, because this was not working for me on a daily basis. Like I did not want to write a whole ass entry and to just fill up the whole page every day. I decided, because I did want to log the media that I was consuming, I decided to use this as a media tracker. And oh my gosh, this is I think the book that I'm the most happy with right now. It's not aesthetic at all. I mean, it is aesthetic, but it's just not colorful, it's not complicated, it's really just very, very basic. I'm not gonna flip through it like completely, because I want to do this and another video where I flip through my planners and journals up for the month of June. But just in general, on the left side I write series, movies, books that I'm consuming, and on the right I just write notes, and notes and quotes mostly. Like here, this was the first week I did it, so it was really like the 2nd of June, and I felt like it was a bit too, like I could not see what was the quote and what was not. I mean, here it was only quotes, but whatever. I decided to do it that way. So quote, comment, quote, comment, quote, comment, and it's been so helpful, and I'm so happy. I really found that I do not want to write like a full comment every day, or a full just review at the end of, because for example I finished Norwegian Wood that day. I did not want to write the whole review there. I still want to write a review. I know it's been like almost a month, but it's still in my head because it was a good book. And I do want to use the back pages as like a way to, because I mean, those are some quotes, but I do keep much more of them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna add those like additional quotes here, and also a review of books and movies and series, but only the ones that I really want to review. So this has worked really well, and I really want to keep this going and to get a hobonichi weeks in my next lineup and to use it as this one. Because at the beginning of the year, I had another hobonichi weeks, which is, it's not this one, because you might have seen my other video, but whatever. I had ordered 2 hobonichi weeks. This one, which I did not know what to use it for, and not this one, but a similar kind of one, which was a hobonichi weeks mega, a blue one, and it was to be used as a Korean planner, Korean journal, Korean tracker. I'm gonna show you whatever. This is how I, not this, but yeah, whatever. Let me flip to, yeah, this is exactly how I wanted to use my my new journal. This is the 2024, sorry I didn't say it. This is the 2024 hobonichi weeks that I have used throughout the year, really like quite consistently, honestly. Yeah, obviously not perfectly, but yeah. And this layout worked so well for me that I wanted to keep it. On the left side, just entries, then the vocabulary translated. I'm French, so obviously from Korean to French, and then trackers, just time and a habit tracker, and the goals for the week. And it had worked so perfectly for so long that I really wanted to do this for 2025. I did, and it worked. Did not work. I was gonna say it worked horribly. It did not work. It was horrible. I sometimes enjoyed it, but most of the time it had become really a chore, something I did not want to do, something that I was always procrastinating on, and that was really horrible. I did not enjoy the planner at all. I was always nervous as to when I was going to update it, where it was laying. I knew it was laying around somewhere because I did not want, most of the time I kind of had my planners stacked somewhere, either on my shelf or on like a chair or something. So yeah, I did not want it to be a part of this planner pile that I had because it made me feel anxious. So I tore it apart. I have done a whole video about it, but it was so good for my mental health to just throw it away and to not care about the planner anymore. It was really so liberating, so good. It was the best decision planner-wise that I did this year, that I've done this year. So yeah, in the next few months, I will not have a Korean planner. As I had said in my previous video, I guess, if I want to write things in Korean, like daily entries or just vocabulary, I'll be using these planners. I think this is much more important to me, and those ones, I already have, kind of, as like, it's kind of they're rolling. I'm rolling with them, and because I'm so consistent with this one, I'm feeling like some of the, maybe even the weekly pages that I did not use, I might, use just the blank pages to write daily entries in Korean, for example, and whatever. Just not use a specific dedicated Korean planner. So that's that. Then I had bought 2 kokuyo jibun techo. I think that's the word. That's the name. I'll put everything down in the description below, but yeah, let's start with this one since it did not work as much. I mean, this one worked better. Yeah, as you can see with the cover, I will not open this because there are some very, very personal entries and just some things that I'm not proud of and some things that, like, even just aesthetically, I do not like. So I think this is the planner that I abandoned. I would say that I abandoned 2 planners, which would be my Korean planner and this one. I'm still, wait, let me open. Yeah, I didn't do anything in June, so that's okay. But this is the daily layout. This is a daily, this is a weekly, and I don't know, I tried to make it work. I've tried to do journaling in there. I try to do planning in there, like really organizing my tasks and my timeline, just my daily, hours. Did not work. I think it's not the planner itself. I definitely do know that because I do love how the planner looks like and everything there's in it. But I think the problem is that I already have too many planners and that I felt like I was just repeating things in there, and it was just not helpful to me. It was just definitely feeling like I was using it just to use it, and it did not help me at all. And I kind of hate some of the pages in there, most of the pages in there. That's the problem, because in, for example, my hobonichi cousin, there are pages that I hate, but so many pages that I love that it's just, kind of compensate. In here, most of the pages I do not like. So yeah, I'm keeping this. Just, I'm not throwing it away because I do think that it might be helpful even for the rest of the year, or even next year, in the next few years, if at some point I realize that my other notebooks are not working for me, I can try this layout again. So yeah, I think this is how I want to feel with my notebooks and journals for now. Really keep them, on the side. Just maybe at some point I will be using them and they will be helpful to me. So yeah. And something that's been working so well since the beginning, I've been kind of using this for a long time, but it is a let me show you a page that's not been used. Why it has not been used? Okay, this is April, just a perfect example that I do not use it every day, but that it is super helpful. Like I could not live without this. I could not stay organized without this. I've been using this with the same layout for month. Sorry, this is already. But basically, some day, like some weeks, I do not use. Wow, April was a bad month. What did I do? I don't know. But let's watch this. Maybe. Yeah, I think here would be a good one. So yeah, it was not perfect. I didn't even do it for last week because it was such a busy week. Sometimes it just happens, but in general, it just helps me so much because I'm a student. I'm a graduate student. So I have my master's degree. I'm doing my master's degree as a history grad student. And then at the same time, I'm doing a Korean bachelor's program. So yeah, I have these two programs at the same time. So it's really helpful for me to see. I mean, for me, the week really works, horizontally. I mean, not horizontally, vertically, but this, for example, something that I did not do on Monday, for me, it's logical that it kind of slides this way and not this way. This is why a hobonichi weeks. So let me show you something that's not been used. Yeah. This does not work for me. This horizontal layout does not, because I don't know, for me, when a task must go to the next day, it really is like that. And I think this is just because I've been completely brainwashed by the Google Calendar. But I use it so much, and it's been so useful that it just does not matter to me that I do not need a horizontal layout. Yeah, this is kind of how I use it most of the time, which is on this side I put some things that are not daily dated specifically, but are the things that I need to do during the week, and then again personal, master's degree, bachelor's degree. And it's been working so well. So yeah, it's been evolving and it's been really helpful to me. I did not keep up with that. It was supposed to be for the exams that I had. Whatever. This is helpful, even though it's not completely used. And I will definitely use that next year. So that's for that. So now let's move on to journals and planners that I did not think would be in my 2025 lineup. So let's put these to the side. This is obviously a Harry Potter themed notebook that I've had for a long time. Like, it's been in my stack of unused notebooks for, gosh, I guess 7 or 8 years. Because when I went to the UK, I went to Harry Potter's, I don't know, shops and activities and so on, which was absolutely amazing. And even though now I do not support it anymore because of J.K. Rowling, but this sadly I had bought so 7 or 8 years ago, and I will not share exactly what's in this. I mean, I will blur it because those are my morning pages. I had already started to use this in October 2024 for morning pages, and I had stopped after a few pages. So yeah, it was completely unused, not completely unused, and the 21st of June actually, so very recently, I decided to use it again as morning pages. I've only had like only a few pages in. I do not write daily, and I do not write 2 pages all the time, like for sometimes 3 pages, sorry, all the time. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4, but I really try to like keep it let's say kind of long entry kind of thing. I really wanted to do this because I had realized that in the morning I was feeling very stressed and nervous about things that I needed to do, things that were in the back of my head that I could not let go. And I mean, obviously I could write it in there. Sometimes there are some kinds of entries that are similar to morning pages, so just ramble and things that I really wanted to just get out of my head. And things that I did write first thing in the morning, but I really wanted a journal, notebook just for that. So I decided to do it, and it's been really nice. Obviously I'm not doing it daily, it's only been like, I don't know, a few days, but I definitely think I'm gonna keep it in the next few weeks, maybe not month, I don't know, but at least I'm using this notebook. I mean, it's a Slytherin notebook, which is obviously weird to me because I guess as a teenager I thought it would be cool to be a Slytherin, but I'm obviously a Ravenclaw now. I mean, I've always been, and I guess it wasn't cool enough when I was a teenager, but now I'm fully embracing my Ravenclaw personality. So yeah, I think this is going to stay in my lineup. Then, kind of similar to the problems that I had with my morning pages in this notebook, this planner, the thing is, it's a dated planner, as you all know. Let me find a day where it's not. Yeah. So obviously, as you can see, it's a dated planner, and sometimes I do not write anything, and sometimes I write a lot, like during the month of June, because it was a daily thing. I did write a lot on those days, and sometimes you might see a lot in this notebook, which is suite, which means to like the follow-up, because I did not write the entire entry on that page on another day, and that's just happens quite a lot because there are some blank pages. I feel like I can do this and it feels really good, but when I need some I felt the need for a long entry notebook. So I bought this in a shop in Paris, the only one in France to sell hobonichi products, which is a shock really when I learned that it was last year, and it was like, what the fuck. But so yeah, I had bought it and I did not know what to use it for. I thought it would be just a cute notebook to have. I love cats and I love this illustration, this artwork. So it's from Shibata Keiko. And therefore I'm gonna blur things again because it's again very personal, but I decided to use it. I definitely do not do it daily. Here I did it daily, but the last entry was on 25th of June. But I think it's really good because I can ramble as much as I want and not feel like I'm gonna run out of space, as like, you know, contrary to this. So I'll definitely keep it that way, and I think it's also really cool that I started on a random, you know, the 4th of June on a random day, and so that I do not feel like the need to do it daily and the need to do it, I don't know, just for the year of 2025. I would definitely see that as a book that I will keep on the side again and you know, just use whenever I want to. And this might be next year and, you know, 2027, 2028. I don't know how much I will be writing, but I do think it's good. Like, it's nice to have a notebook like that, just to not feel cramped up, so that my writing does not feel cramped up. So that's for that. Then the last planner, finally, that I wanted to talk about is this. This is a planner. This is not a fancy Japanese or, I don't know, whatever fancy notebook or planner or journal. This is, I mean, it's kind of fancy. It's an exacompta, so it's a French firm. And this is a weekly layout and a horizontal weekly layout. So I know I had said, oh yeah, but you know, the hobonichi weeks, for example. Sorry. Let me show you. Like, this does not work for me. So technically, why would this work? Like, completely, I mean, yes, that's something that is true, sorry. It's a valid question, valid comment. The biggest difference is that it is a academic planner. Like, it starts in last week of August. Yes, last week of August, but really in September until June. Oh, until August. Okay, yeah, whatever. So I'll be able to use it even next year. But this is really something that I want to use as an academic planner, because you know, 2026 will be the year I hand in and I don't know how to say in English, but kind of present my dissertation for my history graduate program. And yeah, I really want to keep this as a log of things that I did, I don't know, interviews that I will conduct. I mean, here I'll do the things that I really as a log, like saying, I read this book, I met that person, I met blah blah. And here on the side, kind of more of a review and reflection, because my director, like my thesis advisor, has really encouraged us to kind of keep a journal, an academic journal about our thesis and what is going wrong, what is going well, and just, you know, questions that we might ask ourselves. So this is really going to be that for me. And also I think it's really, really funny because I just went into a random stationery shop in Paris. There are a lot of them. I'm lucky that I live in Paris, next to Paris, but I definitely did not. I was just walking in there with nothing in mind, just because, you know, I love stationery. I obviously got out with this planner, some washi tape, a pen. So yeah, that's just me. But I went to the planners and journals aisles and I saw this, and I really did not think that. I do think that red is my favorite color, but now it's becoming much more, like, more and more purple and lilac and so on. I do not like the gold foil. Like, I'm a, you know, silver girly, but I just love how it looks. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's not leather. It's definitely, like, you know, synthetic, but the feeling of it is absolutely insane for me. And I do know that I will love to have this in my bag at any moment. The only downside that I see is that there are no, notes pages at the end, like in the hobonichi weeks. But I do think that I handed my dissertation, my thesis, in June. In May and in June I presented like orally. So all of those pages in the back, technically, I'll be able, like for June, July, August, I'll be able to use as just notes pages. So yeah, that's all, I think. So kind of as a summary, these ones, just imagine that this is my Korean planner of this year that I threw away. This one and this one are notebooks that I do not use anymore. This one I'll keep on the side for next year maybe, just to see how the layout works for me. But those really I kind of threw away and do not want to use anymore. Then there are notebooks that I did not see coming, which is an academic planner that I will be using from September onwards. Then my kind of long entry notebook, then my morning pages, and then, yes, this started as a media journal but is definitely just becoming a whatever journal, something when like just a planner where I can glue things in, kind of like sometimes a junk journal perhaps, I don't know, this is not really the right term, but just something that I can throw everything in. And then there's kind of my Holy Trinity. Sorry for the comparison, but honestly those are the ones that I use daily and I'm really like proud and happy with. My just really planner for daily organization and weekly organization. Then there is my media log and just journal that I really want to share with you in the next video. And this one, which is my perfect boy. I don't know, I just love it so much. It's been working so well for the month of June. Again, I'll be sharing that with you, but I really use it as a memory keeper / journal / everything. Sometimes just to-do lists. Everything that I want to do, I do it in there, and it feels very nice. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. It's been very chatty. I hope it's something that you like. Please give it, give the video a thumbs up if you've liked it. If you have any ideas or, wants for new future videos, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a great month, summer, whatever. And that's not too hot where you live. In Paris today, it's going to be up to 39 degrees Celsius. I do not know what it's like in Fahrenheit, but like very hot. And I'm glad I can, I'm not busy enough and I do not have a job or whatever that forces me to go outside. And if that's the case for you, I give you all of my energy and hope you'll be okay, you and your close ones. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!